Hi, so just wanted to shoot a quick video. I'm waiting for some components, as always. I'm actually getting some new Belton sockets to replace this. Basically, this is Marcus's amp. He's watched the channel. Great guy. Thanks, Marcus. Anyway, he wanted me to convert this Homebrew amplifier, which is a Fender clean channel, and just for fun, I'll move the camera a little bit, so pardon the sound. Kind of a Fender clean channel, and then it the two inputs are gone over here, but then it's a Marshall style circuit back over here. So basically, okay, stop moving this around. Marcus wanted me to convert it to EL34s. As well as implementing one of my other circuits. So I'm going to do what I can to keep the switching in place. And you can see the little step down transformer. It's out of view, but it's over here. And it's tapped off of the pilot light. And let's see what else here. So I thought this was kind of interesting, and this is primarily why I wanted to shoot this video. How the amp has been set up. So what was interesting is he has soldered, whoever the tech was, I don't know who it was or anything like that, and if somebody knows down in the comments whether or not they feel that this is a good idea or more mechanically sound as a ground, let me know down below. But yeah, I'd actually never seen this before, especially grounding part of the transformer. Let's see, it also has the bias supply, and let's see, we also have the earth ground reference also soldered directly to chassis. What else here? Yes, so underneath here is another ground point, which is also soldered to chassis. So we have two 1 ohm resistors here as the cathodes for the two power tubes, and also we have what looks like an artificial center tap for a DC elevated heater supply reference, which the other ground is over here, and it's connecting back to this one. But I digress. So yeah, what I thought was interesting is how wrapped these connections are, and I don't know if that comes in very well on the video, but yeah, I was thinking, oh, maybe I could reuse these tube sockets, but as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to completely replace these. And because of the style of chassis, and I don't know if it was because they were trying to completely emulate that Fender style wiring, but I don't like that the cathodes are completely pressed against that. Also, the grid stoppers, which I believe for a 6L6 are 470 ohms, they're tucked inside, very low, and they can heat up. Yeah, they're tucked inside there. A lot of different components sharing a lot of different space right there. So again, I have Beltons coming, so I'm going to replace this. And also, Marcus was saying that the amp get pretty dang hot. So I was looking over here, and if you run your finger on this, the bias capacitor, you can tell, sorry there, low power mode. So we can tell that there's been some soldering iron damage here as well. So I also have a new capacitor coming for that. So I'm going to check the diodes and the bias supply. I'm going to put it to more of a Marshall spec for the EL34, so 2 of the 8 microfarad capacitors, and that will help with the bias. And also, I'm going to replace the grid stoppers, and I'm going to keep the 1 ohm resistors. Well, I'm going to put 2 new ones in, and I'm going to drill a new ground terminal lug there, so that way it's a secure mechanical connection to the chassis. I'm going to try and move them away so not all these wires are sitting on top of each other. Let's see, what else? Pardon me again, I'm going to move the camera. You guys are so good to me for putting up with all this fiddling. Yeah, so we got more resistors that are tucked way deep in there, and I guess that's because of how this heater wiring is set up. But again, it can cause damage from how the preamp tubes heat up, cause a higher failure rate. And again, if there's another tech or something that thinks differently, I will totally admit that I'm wrong. I worry about that sort of thing as far as longevity and making sure that the component is operating within its spec that it should be. Specifications. We got this cool military grade tube effects loop, which I will keep in here. I'm going to try to keep all the switching in here as much as I can, but I'm going to clean up the preamp and switch it so it's only 4 gain stages, so the first half of that tube will not even be used. And then I'll try and have the channel switching set up to go from 3 or 4 gain stages. And this will be the Cameron style circuit. Mark Cameron inspired sounds. I just want to say that right off the bat. I've never been inside Mark Cameron's amp. I'm not claiming to know anything about his work. There's just been, some tones that I've heard, and I've seen a couple values here and there as far as treble peakers, but that is all that I know. So this is just something that I've kind of cooked up on my own. So thanks for watching, guys. I just thought this would be kind of a fun video to show you where I'm starting and tackling a lot of different ideas and projects. And yeah, that'll be kind of a fun video. So, and again, this is a little bit unorthodox, so I thought there was some interesting parts on this amp. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.